Once in a blue moon, hey, once in a blue moon, we do get psylock. That's right, we do get psylock. Hey, this is a Faker, and today I'm gonna be doing like a bit of a voiceover to kind of explain my rationale and how I got to top 200 global in Marvel Rivals. And I got this in under a week, so I'd say I'm pretty well versed at the game. This clip, funny enough, is one of the longest streams I've ever done, which is like I think 19, closing into 20 hours of gameplay. And I kind of just wanted to go over exactly what I did and how I got so good at psylock. But along with that, I also want to give you guys some tips and some things to kind of like help you progress along the game, whether you're bronze, silver, gold, diamond, grandmaster, or even higher ranked than me. Things that basically anyone can take account of and can implement it into their game and get better. So, starting off with the bans, if you know what your opponent can play, like especially into the higher ranks, once you get into a diamond and whatnot, you will see these bans, right? You will see people banning your characters specifically if they know who you are. And it's very rare that, if you are a good player, your character will be basically banned every single time. But luckily, every now and then I do get to play my character, and this is one of the few instances, along with the next gameplay that I will show you. And getting right into the gameplay, as you can see, I'm playing psylock. I'm very aggressive, right? I'm known to be a very aggressive psylock player, and I try to, get into the front lines. Even if I die, I try to be like as upfront into the enemies as much as I can, because a lot of people, when they play psylock, they're not as aggressive as they should be. See, for instance, like right now, the enemy, they don't even look at me. They're so busy trying to kill the other DPS that's in their face. They just ignore me, and they shouldn't be, because I do so much damage. I'm basically like a shotgun. So I instantly kill one of them, and it's such a massive distraction that I'm able to kill every single one of them just in their backlines. But yeah, I would suggest you to properly communicate with your teammates, and once you're able to communicate with them and be an annoyance to the backline, you should be able to get the capture point immediately, just like in this one. But there are instances, of course, where things don't work out, and that's okay. It happens. But again, in this situation, the enemy team did not properly back up in time. Another mistake that they did was they staggered very, very aggressively. They just continuously stagger, and I decided to just pop the ult, which you'll see in a couple moments. And the reason why I did that was because, hey, if they're gonna stagger, right, I'm not gonna give them the opportunity to not really grouped up, not really working together, that I will continue to enable them to do that. So again, I'm just no matter what, I don't care if I'll die, I will continue to push them, I will continue to punish them. And look how far the payload has gotten. Literally like 30 seconds into the gameplay of us capturing the point. Look at that, we are already up so much because of the fact that they did not get an opportunity to, regroup and hold the defense. Because a good team, if they were on the defensive side, would immediately regroup together because they knew they lost a capture point and push up to defend, so that they can have at least couple intervals within this line to defend. But unfortunately, they weren't able to do that, and we were able to push up so much. And now just right there, their Bucky got way too aggressive as well. See, this is what I mean by players becoming too aggro and not really knowing how to properly position themselves, especially for defense. Because defense, if you die and the attackers capture the point, boom, they will instantly capture the point, especially when it's this close. So, Doctor Strange hits a really good ult. I ult, but then I unfortunately miss my ult and I don't kill anybody. But that's okay, it happens. The most important thing is the fact that we have the group separated. The teammates on the front are dead, and I separated the people in the backlines. And now, just like that, capture the next point. Well, right after capturing the next point, I immediately kill another person. But that's the thing, the beauty is that you never want to stop. You want to continue to push, you want to continue to wreak havoc into the backlines, and let them know that, hey, this psylock player could literally be here at any point. They could be here now, they could be here right there, see? And then boom, I die, but that's okay. Because, you know, now they're actually like actively looking for me. They're like, okay, this guy, he's you know, he's doing a lot of damage at the backline, so we kind of gotta kill him. So, you know, I'd say like another good tip about being a psylock player is like, try to min-max how aggressive you are and your ability just to survive. Like for me, I'm okay with not surviving. I'm okay with dealing so much damage to the point where I risk myself dying, but I get like a kill, I get 2 kills, things like that, right? That's my goal. Like even here, I was about to die, but I barely lived. I managed to dash twice and just get out in time. And then, you know, we're pushing, we're constantly getting the point across, and we watch out for the Bucky, and then we immediately push, and we just back off. Now, very soon, we're about to ult, I believe. But the Punisher ults, I go invisible, kill the Punisher really quickly, just get rid of that target, and then boom, we ult. And just like that, if you look at the time above, we're able to get the point across in 3 minutes. Or sorry, we'll have 3 minutes left. Alright, so now we're in the defensing, or what am I saying? We're in the defense point, and we're getting ready to kind of just like check out if the Doctor Strange is going to teleport, or if they even are gonna, you know, have a Doctor Strange to begin with. So once I'm here, I'm playing extremely aggressive, I know, but okay, I'm seeing the Doctor Strange is there, right? But I wanna you know, kind of like scare him a little bit. Make me, you know, prevent him from teleporting. He doesn't fall for it. I believe he still ends up teleporting anyways. Yep. And look, they're completely focused on the tanks, but then Doctor Strange somehow miraculously decides to go for me, but that's his downfall, because when he goes for me, everyone else comes to help me out. So, you know, you gotta communicate that with your teammates. We end up killing 2 of them, but then unfortunately my teammates did end up dying. Our team did end up getting scattered, and they were able to kill our healers, our DPS, then our tanks. But that's okay. Although we did lose the point fast, we got back pretty quickly, and notice, we didn't stagger. We actually regrouped, and notice how we're so pushed up, but we're able to defend in this specific position without giving the opponent to push up in this specific area. Right now, Groot, like the thing about Groot, oh, okay, but the thing about Groot is the fact that like he is a sponge. He will take so much damage but barely ever die, unless if the whole team, you know, targets him. But it's so good for us psylock players, it's so good for us because we literally get our ults so fast from huge damage tanks like that. We just boom boom boom, just do damage so quickly, and boom, our ult's almost here. And look, I'm specifically targeting him again. Why? Because I know my ult is here, and boom, just like that, I ult. And I ult, although I don't kill anyone, it's still good because not only do we bait out the Luna ult, but we are also in this specific area. The payload is still not getting pushed. That is the huge important factor of defense. And although, you know, our team did end up losing, there are moments where we do come out on top when defending in those aggressive positions, but in this case we just ended up losing. That's okay, because even if we lost that area, they push up a little bit and we're regrouping. We're already pushed up. Notice the Punisher on the top left, right behind the walls. He's not dying immediately. He's actually, oh sorry, that was a Wolverine, but he's actually using the right moment to push and not die alone. We kill the Bucky, who mistakenly ults, and boom, our Wolverine is able to get 3, and then we just clean it up. It's just things like that, you know. You gotta regroup properly and then push. So that's why I like to think of this game, just like Overwatch, as kind of like a push-pull game. But you gotta use your abilities to take advantage of the moments you push and the moments you pull, right? Because you gotta pull back when they have a bunch of ults, and you gotta push when you got your ults. So it's kind of like that. Again, here I am able to build my ult extremely quickly. Punisher ults, but boom, I'm able to kill him. Unfortunately, I instantly get melted, but that's okay. that's okay. It happens, you know. I think it happens to every Psylock player at least once in their gameplays. But yeah, so we're back. And one other thing I like about Psylock is that like she's so quick to the point where like, I'm just like immediately back into the game. Boom, we killed the Bucky, and we're just gonna kill their. Both their DPS are down. Now they only have the tanks and healers, so I think a lot of mistakes, a lot of the things that Psylock players tend to do is like they like to go for the supports a lot, and which makes sense, you know. That makes sense, you know. You want to go for the supports whenever you can, but if you see DPS players in the enemy team, you know, that you know are gonna make mistakes and do make mistakes like over pushing and over aggressing, you know, take advantage of that, kill them. And once you kill them, you know, you can just kind of kill the rest of the team. And ironically, that's also one of the mistakes I tend to do, is I do over push and I do die. But again, like I said, I'm okay with making that because I am able to come back just as quickly. So, another good thing is that while our team is about to get pushed out, we, again, like, they spent literally like 3 minutes trying to get this payload across, but they still aren't able to do that. We're able to defend quite successfully. Luckily, we do have really good players on our side as well. That are able to hold it down even though I make a lot of mistakes. Because I do die, like in this clip, like, you know, it's not perfect. I'm dying a good number of times, but that's okay. Now, I'm already getting my 3rd ultimate in this specific area, and I'm thinking of using it very soon. And the thing is, right, one of the most important things I like to advocate is the fact that you want to try to use your ultimates before they do, right? And no matter what, you know, even if it's like using their Luna ult to counter you, if you use your ultimate in a position where they're not in, you know, in a specific advantage and they're super far back and things like that, you will end up having that advantage. So we saw Luna using her ult, therefore I decided to use my ult right after. Unfortunately, I didn't have my dash up during that time, but I knew my teammate would res me, so I was okay with the sacrifice there. And then, you know, I'm just terrorizing this group, which I'm very sorry about because, you know, I do feel bad that I constantly damage him. But maybe I don't because he keeps killing me, you know, anyways. But basically, we end up holding the defense here extremely well. There's 20 seconds left, and they still haven't pushed the payload across there. And in fact, they were actually decently close, but we kept pushing it back so much to the point where, see, like the healer just has to use their ult in order to even get on the point. That's when you know your defense is really good, to the point where they have no choice but to use their survivability ults to get onto the point in the first place. But our Wolverine, he does really well. He kills them, I re-res, and then boom, just like that, we just clean everything up and we're good to go. So that was the first game. Now let's move on to the second game, which is the Domination mode. Alrighty, so we're in the next game. We're gonna be trying to capture the Royal Palace, and we essentially kind of have the same teammates from last game, but we'll see what happens. So we know that the enemy team has a Black Panther main, so what do? We just ban it, right? And they decide to ban Hawkeye, which is perfectly fine. We're gonna end up banning Hela, and I don't exactly know what they ban, but in the end they don't end up banning psylock, which is good because we get to play psylock in this mode. Alright, so starting off right with the action, we're immediately pushing towards the middle of the map, and we're just, you know, kind of like scouting out, trying to figure out where they are, and trying to get the first kind of bases of damage, letting them know, hey, you know, I'm here, I'm not in the back lines, I'm right in front of you. You know, I'm just here to hang out, just enjoy. And then boom, now we're going to the back lines. This Punisher, unfortunately, pushes up a little bit too much. So I believe he was actually our teammate from last game. And boom. So we kill the Punisher, we get the Doctor Strange, and we just wreak havoc. Right now, in this moment, I'm literally telling my teammates to continue to push. Push, push, push as soon as we get the first kill. Which I am telling you guys is one of the biggest things that you guys should do when you play this game. If you get an advantage, please use that advantage and go an extra mile, an extra 10 miles, you know? You should be doing that. You want to continue to push. You want to continue to wreak damage, wreak havoc, you know? Things like that. So that's what I do. I tell Luna to give me the snow guard because, you know, whenever she heals someone else, I get the heals. And I'm always in the back line, so she can't always heal me. And that's why it's so good on me. So, right now I'm just dealing some damage to the enemy. Doctor Strange, I'm not really worried about him. What I'm worried about is the Punisher, right? The Punisher has an extremely high capability of killing them. Luckily, we actually get a really good Doctor Strange ult. I kill one of them. Fortunately, I do die. But my team is able to defend it pretty well because if you look at the score, we're almost at 50% already. So that's pretty good. The enemy team should be, you know, they should be grouping up, but look at that. We killed one of their main tanks already. Even if they killed one of us or two of us, it's not gonna matter because we will still be able to defend if we have our own Doctor Strange, our healers. And I'm already back, right? I'm already back, and I decide to go for the solo kill on their Punisher. And I'm okay with that because their Doctor Strange is now back from dying. And guess what? Their Punisher is dead. Their Punisher is gone. He's out of the game. He can't even play for the next like 10 seconds. So, Doctor Strange is back. He's at the top. He's not even with his team. But unfortunately, he decides to burst me down and kill me. That's okay because, you know, I'm extremely fast. So I'll be able to come back literally in like 5 seconds. I'm already there. I know my teammates are good. We're already at 93%, 94%. And we just kind of regroup. You know, we're like, hey, we got 94%. We're more than happy with this outcome. Let's just regroup, you know, just group together, play this smartly, and kind of just like not die. So I know where the Punisher is, but unfortunately their psylock decides to go invisible, try to kill me. I managed to survive, but I'm still trying to figure out where their Punisher is. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I kill the Punisher. I'm going for their other DPS. Moon Knight is very easy to kill as a psylock player. We kill the other healer, and now they only have one healer, which is the Luna. Psylock gets distracted, we kill her, we kill the Luna, and then boom, Doctor Strange is now eliminated. So very simply, we were able to get this next point, and let's move on to the next one. Should be fine for now. Alrighty, so we are at the next point, and notice how I already have 90% ult, and I'm keeping that in mind. Again, my philosophy is to try to use my ult before they do. So I notice that I'm about to get ult. I quickly damage as much as I can to Moon Knight, and then boom, I just pop my ult. I kill Moon Knight, and I immediately try to go with the Punisher. Unfortunately, he gets healed very quickly. And we just kind of like, you know, I kind of know that we already won the fight, right? We killed one of them. Doctor Strange is 1 HP, and now, you know, their DPS are gone, so kind of try to do damage to the healers. Psylock is still kind of a pain in the back, which is what I am, you know, which is what I try to do. So I do see my Strange teleporting, so that's why our team decides to kind of like stall for a little bit. Boom! He comes out with a massive ult. He stuns almost everybody, and we were able to kill 2 of them. And I believe my teammate cleans up the Luna. So, we got the point pretty easily. We are already at 40%, and bam, I'm already back. So for some reason I was able to teleport twice, because I died so quickly. And yeah, so we're essentially, again, like we're here, we're okay to take risks. Even if you end up dying, I am perfectly fine with taking risks, and my teammate knows that. You know, I communicated very clearly to them that like, hey, don't panic if I die. It's okay. I will be back immediately. So, my teammates were already at 70%, which is awesome. But unfortunately, my teammate ended up dying. We still try to stall a little bit more. We get like 75% or 74%. And right now, I don't overextend. I just wait for my teammates, and
I don't know where they're teleporting, but
we just we just regroup.
Turret and
So
portal.
while I'm doing that, in that quick amount of time, I already have my ultimate, right? I built up my ultimate. I'm getting ready to communicate to my teammates. Hey, I know their Luna use their ultimate. Their other characters use their ultimate. Why don't we try to use my ultimate as a way to start the push? So we do that. So I killed the Doctor Strange, and the Luna player synchronizes their ultimate with the Punisher so that the Punisher doesn't die, which is good, which is a really good and smart strategy. But unfortunately, the Punisher doesn't get a kill.
That's perfect.
They don't get a kill. We clean everything up,
Okay, we just gotta kill
and
Strange now.
yeah,
Yeah, we just gotta
we just kind of beat them. I tell them right now that Punisher is literally the only Doctor Strange is literally the only person we need to kill, and we just basically win the game. And there we go. Alrighty, so that's that's kind of like some of the games in Grandmaster that I've been playing with and getting to the highest rank that I could. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys learned something new from my voiceover and my gameplay. If you guys would like to support me by liking the video or subscribing for more content like this, and maybe even watching me on Twitch, check me out on Twitch at faker_. So, I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, hey, comment down in the comments below. I will see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.